Hello, sixth grade. This is Miss Alicia. I was able to figure out how to use the smartboard and make a video for you at the same time. So I'm going to try this out to see if it works. Today I'm going to focus on what we completed in class today, which is algebraic expressions, simplifying algebraic expressions. And we know that is a domain called expressions and equations on your PARCC assessment. PARCC assessment is the big test that's coming up at the end of the marking period. You will have two parts to that test. One will be in March and one will be at the end of the school year. So I really need you to take it seriously. Please be attentive in class. Don't make me have to ask you to change cards and deal with behaviors during class time, okay? So I'm going to go over just one or two of the homework that you have for tonight, just to remind you of how to simplify an algebraic equation. So watch this video over and over again until you feel confident enough to complete the problems on your own, okay? All right, so I'm going to now switch to your homework and I'll continue speaking. So this is the homework that you completed today, okay? You completed in class for classwork, but I want you to complete number 3 and number 4. I want you to take your time and show me all the work tonight, okay? So what you have to do, read the directions. That's important for PARCC. For the PARCC, you must take your time and read the directions. Take your time and read the directions, okay? So it says select the equivalent expression, select all that applies. So that means it's more than one answer, it's more than one equivalent expression, okay? So we'll start with 5n plus 20. We want to find out if 5n plus 20 is equivalent to n plus 2n plus 5, okay? So let's simplify that. N plus n times 2n plus 5, okay? And we want to see if that's equivalent to 5n plus 20. N plus 2n plus 5, okay? Let me just double check to make sure I got that correct. And I'm trying to see, is it equivalent to 5n plus 20? So let me begin. Whenever I'm dealing with algebraic expressions or algebraic equations, I always have to make sure that I multiply first. It's like PEMDAS. I must always multiply first, okay? So I'm going to multiply first. So I'm going straight to my parentheses because I know when there's no operation here, that means multiplication. So 2 times n is going to be 2n, and 2 times 10 is going to be, 2 times 5 is going to be 10. Bring down my addition sign. Bring down everything else. Some of you on your exit ticket forgot to bring down everything else, okay? That is a part of the algebraic expression. Bring down your plus sign, your n, your plus sign, and your n, okay? So I brought all of these down. I'm going to put my little arrow to show that I brought it all down, okay? And now I have this brand new algebraic expression, okay? Means the same thing as the first one, but it looks a little bit different. So now I can simplify even more. I have to make sure that I add all of my like terms. So I have n, and 2n, which are all variables. So I can add n to 2n. So let's add. We have 1n plus 1n plus 2n's, which adds up to 4n. So 4n, bring down your plus 10, plus 10. Okay? So by looking at this, 4n plus 10 is 4n plus 10 equivalent to 5n plus 20? No. So in your homework, or for your homework, you're going to put an X here because no n plus 2, n plus 5 is not equivalent to 5n plus 20. Okay? Let's try one more. Let's try D. And I want you to go in order when you're doing your homework, and I want you to make sure you're doing step by step. But let's try 5n plus 4. Okay? So let's move on. Let's go down a little bit. 5n plus 4. We want to find out, is 5n plus 4 equivalent to 5n plus 20? Okay? So let's start here. 5 times n is 5n. 5 times 4 is 20. And I'm bringing out my addition sign. 5n plus 20. Yes, is equivalent to 5n plus 20. So I put a check mark on D. Okay? So D is equivalent to 5n plus 20 when I simplify. Let's move over to number 4. Remember, you have to do each one of these and show me all your steps. Let's move over to number 4. 24 plus 4. 24 plus 4 can also be rearranged to 24 plus 4x can also be rearranged to 4x plus 24. Okay? It's the same thing. Now, let's choose one of these to do together right now. So we have 4x plus 6. We can try that. 4x plus 6. Okay? Now, this is a parenthesis. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 6 is 24. Addition sign in the middle. Okay, this is 4x plus 24. Is that equivalent to 24 plus x? Yes, it is. Check mark. Okay, so I'm not too concerned about the check marks. Those are important, and I need to see them. But I want to see your work. I need to see this. I need to see that my students are showing work, and I need to see it looked horizontal. Okay, linear. We're going to move on to the next. I'm just going to keep going so you can see some of the work that you did in class today. I'm just going to keep going just to see some of the work that we did today in class. This was done by you, by students. Okay, that was done, I believe, by Joshua, and this was done, I believe, by David. He missed a step, so I wrote in the step. Make sure you show all your steps. Okay, like terms, you're able to add and subtract like terms. Okay. Unlike terms, you cannot add and subtract those, okay? You need to add just like terms or subtract like terms. All right, so let's try one more. For this one, we have 2x plus 9. Let's put that in. 2x plus 9 plus 2x minus 12. Plus 2x minus 12. Okay? Now, we want to find out, is this equivalent to 24 plus x? Okay? So, we're trying to find out, is this equation equivalent to 24 plus 4x? Okay? Now, let's begin. Where am I going to start? Am I going to start over here? Let me rewrite this. So that's our question. We want to find out, is this equation, okay, equivalent to 24 plus 4x? Now, where should I start? Should I start with my multiplication or with my addition? What should I do? Remember, we always start with multiplication if multiplication is there, okay? Before addition, before subtraction. So there's no sign here, so that means multiplication, okay? So 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 12 is 24. Okay, bring down my subtraction sign, bring down my addition sign, bring down my 9, bring down my addition sign, bring down my 2x. Okay? Now I'm going to look at this. See how I'm writing out each equation? I want to write everything out so I don't make a mistake. So let me look at my like terms. My like terms are my variables that are similar, okay, or my numbers that are similar. So my variables, I see 2x and I see 2x, okay? So 2x plus 2x, 2x plus 2x is going to equal 4x. So I'm done with those. Now I'm left with 9 minus 24. Now I know I can't subtract 24 from 9, okay? But I do know that it is possible to subtract 24 minus 9, okay? So I haven't taught you how to subtract integers, but I know that my answer is going to be a negative number, right? Because I have 9 minus 24. And one way, when you have integers like 9 minus 24, okay, the minus sign always means that you owe somebody something. And that's the easiest way to do it. Negative always means I owe you. I owe you, okay? So let's say Miss Alicia has 9 cookies, right? But she owes Miss Chin 24 cookies, right? So how much more cookies does she owe? Okay, does that make sense? I didn't teach you guys addition and subtraction of integers. So we don't really need to know that yet. However, I guess I will have to throw it in there because Park obviously has it somewhere in the algebraic equations. So if I have 9 cookies and I owe 24 cookies to Miss Chin, how much more cookies do I owe? Right? So we'll do 24 minus 9. So I owe Miss Chen 15 more cookies. So 9 minus 24 will equal negative 15. Okay? Because I still owe, and remember I said owe, when you owe somebody something, that means it's a negative. It's minus out of your pocket. Okay? So now I'm left with 4x minus 15. Okay? Is 4x minus 15, is that equivalent to 24 plus 4x? No. Okay? So this algebraic expression is not equivalent to 24 plus 4x. So we can cancel that out. No, it's not equivalent. Okay? So I hope this helped. I hope, please take your time and go through these problems step by step. Do not rush through it. For example, 10 plus 2x plus 4, take your time, multiply first. Even here, multiply first on the inside, then multiply everything by 2. Make sure you watch this video over and over again, okay? I'm proud of you guys. You're showing improvement. I've done this long enough to know if I've seen improvement in my classroom, and I definitely do see improvement. So remember that your MAP 2 is coming up. You need to take it seriously. It will be next week on the 18th and the 16th, okay? My classes will be on the 16th and 18th. Please, please, please get your rest. Take it seriously, all right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys do a wonderful job, students, and I'm very, very proud of my students, okay? So I will see you later. See you tomorrow.